students, welcome to Vidya Mirat. This video is made for class 10 on chapter number 7 coordinate geometry, and today we are going to begin with exercise 7.1 from NCERT. Before we begin with this exercise, let us understand certain things. Now this exercise is based on distance formula. That means we will be provided with the points and we will have to calculate the distance between those points. And the distance formula is square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So you are given 2 points. Suppose A is the point, it will be made up of x and y, so x1 y1, and B is the point which is made up of x2 and y2. So while we put into the formula, it will be x2 minus x1 the whole square and y2 minus y1 the whole square. Like this we can find out the distance between the points. Now there can be a situation where a figure is provided to you and you need to find out whether that particular four-sided figure or a quadrilateral is a square, rhombus, rectangle or parallelogram. So for that, you know that in order to find square, it means all the sides will be equal and diagonals will be equal. To find out rhombus, sides will be equal but diagonals are not equal. In the case of rectangle, opposite sides will be equal and diagonals are equal, and in a parallelogram only opposite sides will be equal, your diagonals will not be equal. So looking into these criterias, we can prove whether a particular quadrilateral will be a square, rhombus, rectangle or a parallelogram. For this we need to use the distance formula because we will be having all the 4 points with us, or any number of points we can find out the distance. Now there can also be a chance whether when it is asked whether the points are collinear. Points are collinear means they are on a straight line. This will happen only when sum of the distance of two pairs is equal to the third pair. For example, I have coordinates A, O and C. That means if I do AO plus OC, it will be equal to AC. That means the points are collinear. They are on a straight line. Same way, if I have the points D, O and B, if DO plus OB is equal to BD, that means the points are collinear. So this was just an example to help you understand. Let's move on to the exercise. Find the distance between the following pair of points. So pair is 2, 3 and 4, 1. So first one will be always x1, y1 and second bracket will be always x2, y2. So how are we going to do it? Now here the formula of our square root is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now what is x2? 4. x1 is 2. So 4 minus 2 the whole square plus y square y2 minus y1. So y2 is 1 and y1 is 3. So 1 minus 3 the whole square. 4 minus 2 is 2 square and 1 minus 3 is minus 2 whole square, which comes out to be root 8, which can be further simplified and can be written as 2 root 2. Second part, minus 5, 7, minus 1, 3. So minus 5 is your x1 and 7 is your y1. Minus 1 will be your x2 and 3 will be your y2. So we will put it into the formula for a distance formula, that is square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus 1 the whole square. So when we put it, it becomes minus 1 minus of minus 5 the whole square plus 3 minus 7 the whole square. Minus minus we know how to do it. It will become plus and it becomes now minus 1 plus 4, plus 5, that is 4. So 4 square is 16 and minus 4 square is also 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So we can further simplify and write it as 4 root 2. Next, A comma B and minus A comma minus B. So how are we going to write it? Minus A the whole square plus minus B the whole square. That becomes minus 2A the whole square plus minus 2B the whole square, which is 4A square plus 4B square, and it is under square root. So we can take out 4 common, and 4 we know it is a square root of 2. So 2 square root of a square plus b square will become your final answer. Question number 2. Find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. So let's find out the distance. Here there are two towns A and B, which is discussed in section 7.2. It is there in your NCERT book. You can cross check it. So A, we can assume town A as 0, 0 and town B as 36, 15. So we have 2 points with us. We can find out distance between AB. That will become 36 minus 0 the whole square plus 15 minus 0 the whole square, which is 36 square plus 15 square. So square root of 1521 comes out to be 39, which means the distance between the two towns A and B will be 39 kilometers. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and -2, -1 are collinear. So what is the rule we have discussed earlier? That sum of the distance of two pairs is equal to the third. So let the point A be 1, 5, B be 2, 3 and C be -2, -11. So how are we going to find out distance? Distance will be AB, BC and CA. These are the three. So let us check whether the points are collinear or not. When we use AB, so when are we going to use it? After solving, it comes out to be root 5. When we use BC, after solving, it comes out to be root 212. And for CA, it comes out to be root 265. And according to this information, AB plus BC is not equal to CA. So that means these points are not collinear. Check whether 5, -2, 6, 4 and 7, -2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So what is the property of isosceles triangle? In isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Okay. So let us find out the distance between AB, BC and AC. So let us see when we use AB. So A is your 5, -2 and B is your 6, 4. Using this AB and distance formula, we get root 37. When we use BC points, again we are getting root 37. And lastly, we will calculate AC. AC comes out to be 2. Now according to this, AB, BC and AC, two sides are equal. That means AB and BC side, they are equal sides. That is coming as root 37. It means that triangle ABC will be isosceles. In a classroom, four friends are seated at a point A, B, C and D in a following figure. Champa and Chameli walk into the class and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagrees. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct. So ABCD are the points given in the graph. So we will be using this to find out whether it is a square or not. The property for a square is all the sides are equal and diagonals are equal. So from the figure we have written the coordinates for A. A is 3, 4, B is 6, 7, C is 9, 4 and D is 6, 1. So we will find out AB, BC, CD, DA all the sides and we will find out the diagonals BD and AC. When we use AB, we are getting 3 root 2 as the final answer. BC is also coming 3 root 2, CD is also 3 root 2 and DA is also 3 root 2. So one thing is clear, all the sides are equal. Now let us check the diagonals. So when we solve BD as points, then your answer is coming 6. And AC as points, your answer is coming 6. So according to this information, all the sides are equal and your diagonals are equal. It means ABCD is a square and hence Champa was correct. Name the type of quadrilateral form, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. So points are given to us. So for finding out the quadrilateral, what type of quadrilateral it is, we need to find out all the sides as well as the diagonals. Then only we can get our final answer. So here the points, 4 vertices are given to us. So let A be -1, -2, B be 1, 0, C be -1, 2 and D be -3, 0. So we are going to find out all the sides, that is AB, BC, CD, DA, and the diagonals AC and BD. Now according to this, when you solve it, you will get your answer that all the sides are coming equal, which is 2 root 2, and even the diagonals are coming equal, which is coming 4. So when the sides are equal and diagonals are equal, it means it is a square. Minus 3, 5, 3, 1, 0, 3, minus 1, minus 4. So let us find out all the sides AB, BC, CD, DA. When we did this, we realized that all the sides are coming different. So we should know that either all the sides should be equal or opposite sides should be equal to find out the type of a quadrilateral. So when we found that all the sides are different, so we checked whether it is coming as collinear points. If you look at AB, BC and AC, AC is not here, but you can check it that AB and BC together 2 root 13 plus root 13 comes out to be 3 root 13. So it means that the points are coming as collinear. So when the points are collinear, it means these are not the vertices of the quadrilateral. It cannot form quadrilateral for 4 sides since the points are collinear. It can form triangle. 4, 5, 7, 6, 4, 3, 1, 2. So finding out the sides, AB comes out to root 10, BC comes out root 18, CD is coming out root 10, AD is coming out root 18. And we also check the diagonals. For diagonals, AC comes out to be 2 and your BD comes out to be 2 root 13. So in this case, when we see the sides, we can realize that opposite sides are equal. That means AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. But diagonals are not equal. So that means it is a parallelogram. Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9. Now since we have to find out the point on x-axis, it means that y coordinate should be 0. So that means our coordinates will be x, 0. So let it be as A. B be 2, minus 5 and C be minus 2, 9. So to find out equidistance, we need to find out AB equal to AC. So AB comes out to be square root of 2 minus x the whole square plus 25, which is equal to square root of minus 2 minus x the whole square plus 81. Now on squaring both the sides, we can remove the square root and we get 2 minus x the whole square plus 25 is equal to minus 2 minus x the whole square plus 81. So we can use the formula algebraic identity over here and open the bracket. So we get x square plus 4 minus 4x plus 25, which is equal to x square plus 4 plus 4x plus 81. So we see that x square and x square gets cancelled over here and minus 4x becomes minus 8x. Now minus 4 plus 4 also get cancelled and minus 25 plus 81 you get 56. So x comes out to be minus 7. So therefore the points will be minus 7, 0. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points P and Q is 10 units. That means we need to find out the distance between P and Q, which should be equal to 10 units. It's given to us, and with the help of that we can find out the value of y. Now what is the distance of PQ? So we will find out using distance formula, that comes out to square root of 8 square plus y plus 3 the whole square, which is equal to 10. So again we will do the squaring for both these sides. Your root gets cancelled for your left hand side and for right hand side 10 square will become 100. So it becomes now 64 plus y plus 3 the whole square is equal to 100. On solving this, we get y which is coming as 3 or y which is coming as minus 9. So there are 2 points, 3 and minus 9. If Q 0, 1 is equidistant from P 5, minus 3 and R x, 6, find the values of x. Also find the distance QR and PR. Now Q is equidistant, that means we will find out PQ is equal to RQ because both are equidistant, and using distance formula we will be able to find out the value of X. After finding the value of X, we will find out the distance between QR and PR. So let us find out what is PQ. So using distance formula we get PQ as root 41 and QR we are getting as square root of x square plus 25. Since it is equidistant, so PQ will be equal to QR, and again we will do squaring both the sides. We get 41 is equal to x square plus 25 because root and root will be removed. Using this we get x is equal to plus 4 or x comes out to be minus 4. So there are two values of x, and they are also telling us to find out the distance QR and PR. So in the first case we will take positive 4, and in the second case we will be taking negative 4. So when we take positive 4, so RQ if I have to find out, so QR comes out to be root 41 and PR comes out to be root 82 using the value x as 4. When I take x as minus 4, then again the value comes out of QR as root 41 and PR comes out to be 9 root 2. Find the relation between x and y such that the point x, y is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. So let us assume point x, y which is equidistant. If it is equidistant, so definitely we need to equate it. We have left hand side equal to right hand side, only then it will be equidistant. So in the first case, if we take 3 and 6 coordinates, for your left hand side, you get square root of x minus 3 square plus y minus 6 square. And if I take minus 3 and 4 coordinates for xy, then we get x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 the whole square. Again, to remove the roots we will square both the sides, and for that we get x minus 3 square plus y minus 6 the whole square, which is equal to x plus 3 the whole square plus y minus 4 the whole square. So we know the algebraic identity a minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square. Using that we will find out the values of x and y over here and see if there is any relation formed. Now here we see that x square and y square, they both get cancelled, and at the end we are getting 5 is equal to 3x plus y, which can be written as 3x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. That is the relation between x and y which we were able to find out. That's all for this exercise, children. I hope you must have found the distance formula very easy. So you have to just remember one formula and see that whatever is asked in the question you are able to prove that. I always write the formula first and then put the values in it and then try to solve it. Thank you so much, children, for watching the video till the end. Very soon I am going to come with the next video. Till then, see you children. Goodbye. Take care.